Hello, and welcome to this demo of my video game for children, which is called Bullfighters. This game is based off of the well-known children's playground game under the similar title of Bulldogs. Now, the reasons for this game's existence is to prove the use of the framework researched for my final year project. This game was designed with 5 key points in mind, and we're going to look at each of them in turn. First off, the game is based off of MikeHergaarden's tutorial, which can be found in the Unity forums, and I have provided a link to the page in the video description and in the dissertation itself. Basically, anything that involves the multiplayer element has been provided by his tutorial. I have also modified some of his scripts to change the game type somewhat. Speaking of the multiplayer, we'll first take a look at that. Many popular children's games include a quick and easy system for a multiplayer game. So, thanks to MikeHergaarden's example, I have used his quick play lobby system. First, a player must choose a name. So for an example, we'll use the alias of Charles. And then you can either select quick play or advanced. Now if you select quick play, the game will automatically look for any available servers to connect to. If it cannot locate a server, it will create one, sending you to the connected game. If for some reason the quick play function doesn't work, then the player can go to the advanced settings, under which will be a more complicated system. From here, the player can look for a list of available servers and select connect or connect to the respective server. They can also enter the IP address and port number to manually connect to the server. Finally, the player can host their own server by selecting a port number and the number of players allowed on that server. Unfortunately, there is a large error with this system. When a player connects to a server, several other instances of that player spawn. Hello? Oh, okay. They're all here. Oh, there they are. Since players are supposed to receive points by killing players, they are able to kill these non-player instances and receive points. This bug is unfortunately game-breaking, and it is unknown what is causing the bug. With a bit of refinement, however, this system is perfect for the use of a children's game since it makes the process more user-friendly and simple. The game has also been designed with simplicity in mind. The map, for instance, is incredibly basic, yet it still maintains a certain level of challenge for player competition. This is because the fastest route is the most open route, meaning players will more often than not encounter each other, causing scuffles to ensue. The goals have also been highlighted, attracting players to go towards them. The aesthetics design is also simple, but it keeps a realistic setting. It is reminiscent of maps from the Unreal Tournament, Quake or Doom games. However, the violence has been toned down a lot, keeping the target audience in mind. The use of guns have been removed to better suit the target audience, and the combat has been replaced with comedic punching. This can be simulated through the noise. When a player doesn't hit a collidable object, they will simply make a whoosh noise, as you can hear. When they do hit a colliding object, though, it will make a much harder hitting sound. Punches have also been included instead of guns to employ more of a chase element to the game, keeping it to the original design choice of the classic Bulldog game. The score system is a modified version of the example one provided. As you may have already noticed, there are 2 goals at either end of the map. When a player crosses the area, their points will increase. They must then go to the other goal in order to increase their points further. Players can also gain points by killing other players, or lose points by being killed, giving the game a more competitive edge. Unfortunately, there are also a number of bugs with this system. Firstly, the goals that award points to the players do not do this on an individual basis, and instead award points to all the players. This is a game-breaking bug, and one of the reasons why it is considered unplayable. Because of this, a second bug occurs that once a player activates one trigger, the other one becomes active, meaning players can stand at either side of the map and simply gain points through this cooperative means. Another bug that occurs regards the combat system. Unfortunately, due to a problem with the scripts, players cannot respawn, and so they do not die. This effectively removes any of the competitive edge and would definitely need fixing in order to achieve a playable game. Usually, when a player punches another player 5 times, they should die. But if you observe, the player is still alive and well, and they have not respawned. A quick mention about the other areas of the framework in use. Firstly, as you can see, there is no story whatsoever involved in this game. Players are thrown into the game without any context, and the carnage is left to ensue. This could be improved by the use of an optional tutorial level so that players know exactly what to do. However, this has not been included as of yet, so that the players experience nothing in the way of narrative or theming. The game is also set up to receive a lot of press coverage, simply because it is based around the controversial playground game of Bulldog. By simply using it as a basis, it will cause some controversy and will spread the word of the game's existence. However, it will also be age appropriate due to the lack of heavily violent content. That said, it should still be expected to receive at least a PEGI 7 rating. Finally, the game does not patronise the player. As mentioned, there is no tutorial, meaning players are simply left to learn the rules of the game through their own means. The difficulty, however, comes from the multiplayer component, which is designed to give all players an equal footing, so everyone has a chance at playing it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy this walkthrough.